there, quilty friends, it's Carolina Moore, your favorite sewing and quilting YouTuber, and we are doing month 3 of our half square triangle block of the month. How is it March already? I don't know, but I'm so excited to get started on this block. Remember, there is a bonus video tomorrow with a special technique for half square triangles, so make sure that you watch tomorrow's video as well, because that is one of the things that we added on this year. Not just doing half square triangles, but learning a bunch of different ways to do half square triangles. However, if you're new around here, today's video is just the basic, straightforward way of putting this block together. If you want the pattern, go down in the description. You'll get all the information on how to get the 2025 A Block of the Month pattern, which is also a calendar, which has some really fun calendar dates in there and some fun photos, and of course, all of these project details. All right, friends, let's make our block. Alright, we have all our pieces, our big, our medium, and our small. Our small are going to just be background pieces, so we can set those aside. And we can grab our big and our medium and draw our lines on the back. There are lots of different methods and tools for drawing these lines, and of course I'm sharing some of those specialty tools in the other videos, but in these ones we are just doing the most basic, straightforward way, which is drawing a line down a diagonal line with any straight edge ruler that you have. This happens to be a simple 7/8 ruler, but you can use whatever ruler is big enough to span the kitty corner on these units, and then draw your line. I'm using a wash away fabric marker. That's my favorite marker to use on light colored fabrics, and I prefer chalk on dark fabrics. I also like mechanical pencils on light fabrics. If you want more information on great pens and marking tools to use, then I have a whole video that I will link at the end here that you can watch on all different kinds of marking tools that you may want to use when making these quilt blocks. Alright, so we're just going to put these each right sides together with their counterpart in the darker colored fabric, and then we're going to stitch not on the diagonal, but a 1/4 inch away from each side of each of these diagonals. We've sewn on either side, and now we can use our ruler to cut on the lines that we drew. And we're going to press all of these towards the dark. And we can go ahead and trim off all of our dog ears. Alright, we can lay out the units that are going to make up this block. And what we have going on here is that we have a 4 patch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that 4 patch is made up of 2 big half square triangles and 2 4 patches. So before we put together the big 4 patch, we have to put together our 2 little 4 patches. So we're going to do this by doing 2 together, 2 together, 2 together, 2 together, and then we can press these. We're actually going to press them towards the background. I know normally we press towards the dark with things, but we're pressing towards the background because that's going to push the seam allowance away, make less bulk. Then we're going to sew these together and sew these together, and then we can spin our seams, which we've done the last 2 months, and then we'll be able to basically do the exact same thing again to make the big block, which is put these together, press towards, and in this case we're actually going to press towards those half square triangles because that's going to be less bulk, and then top and bottom together, and spin our seams to finish our block. So let's go ahead and sew up these 4 patches. Alright, now we're ready to sew our little 4 patches together. Spinning our seams means seeing what direction these 2 seams are going and then continuing that around. That allows the center to pop open if we have our points pretty close, or even hopefully exactly in place. There we go. And the second one, pop. All right, we just have our 4 pieces, so we're going to sew together yet another 4 patch, this time a bigger one. So 2 together, 2 together. We're going to press towards the big half square triangle, although you could absolutely press the other way, that would also be fine. In this case, it's kind of like 6s which way you press. And then once we have both the 2 rows put together, we're going to put the 2 rows together to make the full block. And then our block is done. I am really loving these half square triangle blocks. They're so varied and different. I don't know if you flip through all the different pages in the calendar, but they're so different for each block. And then getting to play with both this very basic, traditional, kind of standard way of putting together half square triangles that we're doing in the first of the month monthly videos, but then also in the second of the month monthly videos, getting to play with different techniques for half square triangles. There are so many clever minds out there that have created half square triangle tools to make the half square triangle process easier. And this is a great excuse for me to get to try them and get to play, or get to show you those different ones. And you can decide based on what you see here, if that's a tool that you want to try, if it's one that you want to use in the future, or if that one's not for you, which is totally fine. There we go. So we're going to go and press towards our dark. There we go. And now we're just going to sew these 2 together. Moment of truth. How did I do on that point? Oh, that center point looks pretty good. And I have these 4 points here. This one is maybe a thread more than I'd want cut off, but out of 4 points, having one that's just a tiny bit off, that doesn't bug me too much. All right, we're going to go ahead and spin our seams one more time. So this direction, boop, pop this one open. All right, there we go, friends. Friends, we just finished up block 3 for the 2025 half square triangle block of the month. This has been so fun. I'm loving this quilt so far. So many fun techniques, different designs and shapes for the blocks, and then the bonus videos, which you will see tomorrow. So friends, that is it for today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. If you're not subscribed, don't delay, hit that subscribe button, friends, because I have another fun video for you tomorrow where we will make this same block using a different half square triangle technique. All right, friends, see you tomorrow for the bonus video.